Hello movie lovers. It's great to see you here. Don't forget to subscribe to catch my daily movie recommendations. Let's dive into the world of cinema together. Number 10, Crimson Peak. Crimson Peak is a gothic horror film directed by Guillermo del Toro. Set in the late 19th century, the movie follows a young aspiring writer, Edith Cushing, who falls in love with a charming and mysterious man named Sir Thomas Sharp. After marrying him, Edith moves to Sharp's remote and decaying mansion in England, where she begins to uncover unsettling secrets about her husband and his family's past. As she discovers the true nature of the house and its inhabitants, Edith finds herself trapped in a nightmare that threatens her very existence. Number 9. Blade 2. Blade 2 is a 2002 action horror film directed by Guillermo del Toro and starring Wesley Snipes as the vampire hunter Blade. In this sequel to the 1998 film, Blade teams up with a group of vampires to fight off a new and more dangerous breed of vampire called the Reapers. As Blade and the vampires work together, they uncover a conspiracy that threatens the existence of both vampires and humans. With intense action sequences and del Toro's signature visual style, Blade 2 is a thrilling and suspenseful addition to the Blade franchise. Number 8. Cronos. Cronos is a 1992 Mexican horror film directed by Guillermo del Toro. The film follows an antique dealer who discovers a mysterious device that grants eternal life, but at a terrible cost. As he becomes increasingly obsessed with the device, he attracts the attention of an evil businessman who will stop at nothing to possess it. The film explores themes of immortality, sacrifice, and the price of power, all set against a visually stunning Gothic backdrop. Cronos is considered a modern classic of Mexican cinema and helped launch del Toro's career as a filmmaker. Number 7, Pacific Rim. In the near future, colossal monsters called kaiju rise from the Pacific Ocean, threatening mankind's existence. To combat the giant beasts, a special type of weapon is created: massive robots called Jaegers, which are controlled by two pilots whose minds are linked via a neural bridge. As the kaiju become more frequent and powerful, a washed-up pilot and an untested trainee are teamed up in a seemingly obsolete Jaeger, the only one capable of stopping the looming apocalypse. Number 6. Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley is a neo-noir psychological thriller film directed by Guillermo del Toro. The story follows a manipulative carnival worker named Stanton Carlyle who rises to fame and fortune by exploiting the weaknesses of those around him. However, as he becomes more ambitious and ruthless, he finds himself in a dangerous game of deception and betrayal. The film stars Bradley Cooper, Kate Blanchett, and Willem Dafoe, among others, and is based on the novel of the same name by William Lindsay Gresham. Number 5, Hellboy 2. The Golden Army. Hellboy 2. The Golden Army is a 2008 fantasy superhero film directed by Guillermo del Toro. It follows the story of Hellboy, a demon who works for the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense, as he and his team of paranormal specialists must stop an elf prince from awakening an ancient army of mechanical monsters known as the Golden Army, which could destroy humanity. The film features stunning visual effects and action-packed fight scenes, as well as delving deeper into the character development of Hellboy and his relationship with his human colleagues. Number 4, The Shape of Water. The Shape of Water is a 2017 fantasy drama directed by Guillermo del Toro. The film follows Elisa, a mute janitor working in a secret government laboratory in the 1960s, who falls in love with a captive amphibious humanoid creature. As Elisa grows closer to the creature, she becomes determined to help him escape before he is subjected to cruel experiments or killed by the government officials who view him as a threat. The film explores themes of love, acceptance, and prejudice, and won numerous awards, including Best Picture at the 90th Academy Awards. Number 3, The Devil's Backbone. The Devil's Backbone is a Spanish-language supernatural horror film directed by Guillermo del Toro. The story is set during the Spanish Civil War and follows a young boy named Carlos who arrives at an isolated orphanage. Carlos begins to witness strange events and soon discovers that the orphanage is haunted by the ghost of a boy who went missing. As he uncovers the truth behind the ghostly apparitions, Carlos becomes embroiled in the sinister secrets of the orphanage and its residents. The film explores themes of loss, love, and the brutal realities of war, while also featuring Del Toro's signature visuals and storytelling. Number 2. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is a stop-motion animated musical dark fantasy film directed by Guillermo del Toro and Mark Gustafson. It is a dark and twisted retelling of the famous fairy tale by Carlo Collodi about a wooden puppet named Pinocchio who dreams of becoming a real boy. When Pinocchio comes to life, he turns out not to be that nice of a boy, creating mischief and playing mean tricks. However, as he goes on his adventures and encounters various challenges, he eventually learns valuable lessons about what it means to be human. The film won an Oscar for Best Animated Feature at the 2023 Oscars, delivering Netflix its first Oscar in feature animation and making Del Toro the first filmmaker to win Oscars for Best Picture, Director, and Animated Feature. Number 1. Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth is a dark fantasy film directed by Guillermo del Toro. The story takes place in Spain in 1944, during the post-Civil War period, and follows a young girl named Ophelia who discovers a mystical labyrinth filled with magical creatures and a faun. As she navigates through the labyrinth and completes various tasks, Ophelia learns that she is a princess from a magical kingdom and must prove her royalty by completing 3 challenges. Meanwhile, the brutal reality of Franco's regime unfolds around her, as her mother marries a sadistic army captain who is hunting down rebels in the forest. The film is a blend of historical fiction, war drama, and dark fantasy, exploring themes of innocence, imagination, and the human capacity for cruelty.